welcome back to the table. This week I've acquired quite a bit of war games this past month, and some are still coming. I just picked up Bleeding Kansas based on the game I'm going to show you. With that being said, let's just get started with the list. It's going to be a list. I'm going to try to keep it to 4 to 5 games, 4 to 5. And the first one is Plains Indian Wars by John Poniski, which also made Bleeding Kansas, which is on my table over there. I saw one of you YouTubers out there, I forgot the name right now, pointed that out. And I had that game on my radar for about a year, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. But this one, I'm really liking this one. I'm liking the theme right now a lot. It's a very pretty game. Play solo. It has a few solo modes in there, which is super nice, not just one. And it's a very simple game. I'm liking simple games, not liking the heavy games. There's a heavy game on my list that I hope will eventually make it to the table. I'm hoping. But back to this one, Plains Indian Wars. One of those games I'm liking. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for a simple, basic game, you're pushing cubes. This is one of those games I believe can do the crossover from basic board gamers to war gamers. It's a very simple rule set. It's very attractive. I love the cards. I love the art. And enough said on that one. This one's one I recommend if you're into simple war games and you like the theme. This one's the one that Midway Solitaire. I picked it up because it came out, and I'm liking the theme now. I'm slowly moving to modern wars like World War II, World War I. This one I picked it up thinking that it was going to sell out quick. I've noticed. I'm kind of new at this again. Wargaming. They do small print runs, like somebody had pointed out. It's true, they do make small print runs. They do tend to sell out real quick, and they don't really make. It's hard for them to make reprints. It's pretty rare. And if they do, you're waiting a long time. So I picked this one up thinking it was going to sell out real quick. I went ahead and watched some videos on. I got a list right here. I picked it up. I watched some videos on it. It looks pretty complex. I'm kind of getting scared now. It might be a little too much, but I have a lot of time in my hands, not my choice, and I might have more. Who knows what's going to happen here, but this is one of those that I think I have a table space. I have a game room, dedicated game room, so I can lay it out, figure it out. This one, I've seen videos from Dave's Gaming Cave. That's what I'm trying to remember. He's been doing a whole series on this thing, and Wayne Hansen has also been doing a bit on this game, so that kind of showed me what the game looks like and scared me. But hopefully I can get through it. It does seem like a complex game with a lot of stuff going on. But again, I picked it up thinking it's going to be the new hotness, it's going to be at a print, later on you're going to want to buy it, and it's going to be hard to find. But that's Midway Solitaire. Solitaire game. The next one is these little books that are coming out. There's a bunch of ones coming out now. It seems to me like these writers, Jamie Kirkpatrick here, he did the other one before that I highlighted on the last video. That he can crank these things out all day long. It's the same basic game. I'm not saying it's cheating. It works. I'm liking them. I'm liking this one a little better than the Bomber one. I forgot the name right now. It's down there. This one again is the same basic game. You're rolling dice. It's a roll and write. There's a little campaign in there. I'm liking these quite a bit. I might start trying the other authors. Mike Lambo, I think, is the other one that's doing a lot of the other type of games. But yeah, I gave up on roll and writes in the board gaming world. A couple of years ago, there was a hotness. Everybody's playing roll and writes. It didn't last long. A lot of people don't like them anymore. I don't like them. Then comes these things. A twist on roll and writes that it's actually cooler. It's much nicer, I think. I like it much better. Anyways, that's Spitfire, the Fight for Air Supremacy. Pretty simple game. Then we're gonna switch to In Magnificent Style in Pickett's Charge. I might have talked about this game in the past. I'm gonna talk about it again. It is a solo. Everybody's seen it by now. This is a new version. I have the older version up here. The Victory Point games. It took me a while. I hunted this down after a while, and then about a year later, Herman Luttman announced that they were doing a deluxeified version. Obviously, I picked it up. I like it quite a bit. It's the same game. This one has a bigger table, bigger board, so it's much nicer. Same game. I'm liking this one quite a bit. I've liked this one for quite some time now. It's brutal. The last game I actually played, I did very well. the first like 2 turns, and then everything went out the window. But pick a charge, Civil War. With that being said, whoop, in my navy cover here, Crowbar, the Rangers of Point du Hoc. I picked this one up a few days ago. One of you guys out there had this one, or selling them. I picked this one up along with the U.S. Civil War game. This one has been hard to find for me. I wasn't looking for it, but I knew it's hard to find. This one is pretty much brand new. The same game from what I gather. Same game as in Pickett's Charge. This one is World War II. I have not wanted to pick this one up because the World War II theme, I think I've talked about how I feel about all that. But moving on, and this one looks like it's a twist on that. I might still prefer the other one, but I picked this one up. I'm looking to play this one. This probably not this weekend, but this coming weekend, stuff start getting through it, put it on the table, and just start getting murder with the dice rolls. I'm guessing it's the same exact thing, just luck fest. But that is Crowbar, the Rangers of Point du Hoc, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. And that is one of my latest additions, the one that I'm looking forward to playing. The Spitfire game, I'm going to actually go through that campaign. I should be finishing it up here in a day or two. The Indian game I'm liking, playing Indian Wars. And I want to thank a few guys out there for recommending some Alamo games, especially Judd Vance. Gave me 3 recommendations on Alamo games. They're all out of print, like you said, impossible to find because, like you mentioned, a lot of these games, small print runs, they sell out quick. Publishers go out of business, they stop making them. Designers sadly enough pass away. But it's one thing I'm learning. Once you see these games, pick them up. So that's a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 games, I believe. And again, I want to shout out to Dave's Gaming Table and Wayne Hansen on this one for pointing those out. Real quick too, I do want to point out, and I want to yell a little bit to Gimpy the Gamer and Rob Oren. They got me to buy Core Space. It's not a war game per se, but I'm down that rabbit hole. Core Space laid out on my table right there. Thanks for those 2 guys, Gimpy and Rob, for making all the videos on that game. They got me to jump on it, and it's very pretty. I'm liking the tactical games like that too. So that's just a quick sidebar there. You guys take care.